Good afternoon. How are you? Y'all doing all right? How you doing? It's March Madness. I am mad. I'm representing the IC Norcom. Let me get that straight. IC Norcom. They look funny to me. How y'all doing? I'm trying to make sure I'm not looking crazy. I know most of y'all at work. It's okay. It is okay. Y'all are at work. I am not. Okay. If you haven't already, I need you to hit the like, subscribe button so you won't miss when I go live and you can catch it soon as you get the notification or when it's convenient. I'm still getting used to this new camera, y'all. This is highlights on the way to the Sweet 16. I did a recording yesterday, but it didn't do y'all no justice. I just found out so much information. I couldn't show you the video. So that's why I'm going live with these highlights. I'm just saying. So it's a commercial break right now. South Carolina is playing. Wait a minute. I got so many notes here. South Carolina is playing Indiana right now. And it's a close game. One of the commentators said that South Carolina can beat themselves. They had quite a few turnovers. But anyway, let me get to the stuff I got to tell y'all. First of all, there was an incident during the first round. The Utah ladies basketball team. They had an incident. They were supposed to stay in northern Idaho. And they got to the hotel. And the ladies went to the restaurant to eat dinner. They went to the restaurant to eat dinner. And the first night of the tournament, okay, it's halftime already. Or is it timeout? Hold on. Hold on. I'm watching the game too. Okay, it's 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Indiana, number 4, Indiana 28, number 1, South Carolina 34. Listen, this is the battle of the bigs. This is the battle of the bigs. Camila Cardosa and Mackenzie Holmes. But let me finish telling you about this incident real quick. So anyway, the players got called the N-word. They came up in a pickup truck, rammed the engine, used the N-word. When the ladies left the restaurant 2 hours later, there was an additional truck revving engine and splurting racial words. Now, Gonzaga and the NCAA were responsible for making the arrangement. Now, that particular town where they had them staying, it was where the skinheads had parades in the 90s and white supremacy is prevalent, and there has been a rise in extremism. Why did y'all send them there in the first place? I just want to know. That's the incident. Now, that's the only negative news I got to tell y'all about. But the news is the news. Some people keep saying racism doesn't exist. It does. Okay? It does. These women, they got a white coach. They got black and white coaches, but the head coach happens to be white. And some of the players, it's a mix. Everybody, it's a diverse team. So, again, the young ladies we called the N-word, and the engine was revved up, and the pickup trucks, the number of trucks multiplied when they left the restaurant. All right, right now, South Carolina is leading 39-28 with 4 minutes left in the second quarter. That's what's happening there. Now, I got to tell y'all some other stuff. Oh, Mackenzie Holmes. She's averaging 29 points. She had 29 points the last game, but she's averaging 20 points a game. Now, Indiana starters, they have to play 81% of the minutes. And South Carolina got 2 sets of starters. They need to play only 61% of the minutes. Okay. Now, I'm going to put this little tidbit in there. Now, listen. Back in the day, to be on the basketball court, you had to have on tennis shoes. You couldn't have on heels. Why are all these coaches wearing heels now? Just saying. Dawn Staley always got on her tennis shoes and sweat, looking like a ball coach. Some of these chicks got on heels, and I just don't like it on the floor. I'm just saying. Okay, that's it. I got the rankings for the players, and I said I wasn't going to go live until after the game, and I thought they would be at halftime by now, but they had some delays. The game started late. Now, when this game first started, I'm going to tell y'all, Indiana was right there with them, took the lead once or twice. Dawn Staley called a timeout. They have not trailed. South Carolina has not trailed since. Now, Indiana is throwing up some shots now. Its score is 30-41. But South Carolina had been beating people by an average of about 20 points or more. But this is the Sweet 16. All right, so we got the rankings. Cardoza under the basket. I can't tell if that's her hair because she's Brazilian. Some of that's her hair. I don't know if all of it's her hair or not. But anyway, I digress. All right, so some of y'all at work, I know. And I believe the words pop up on the screen. So I'm going to let y'all know that right now. South Carolina playing pretty good defense. I think they just called an offensive foul. Cardoso with a beautiful block. Raven Johnson with a beautiful Euro step. And then almost an alley-oop to Cardoza. Listen. Scores 43-30, 1 minute and 53 seconds. Pow bringing the ball up to Cardoza. Pass across the court to Bree Hall with a little drop back, a teardrop. That's what they call it. I was trying to think of the name of the shot. Teardrop. 45-30. Indiana back down the floor. Shot from out long 3. Kit bringing the ball up. Pow. Over to Malaysia. Ranked number 10. Freshman Malaysia. NSC MVP. Kit back out to Cardoza. Back out to Malaysia. Malaysia with a little and she turned the ball over. Looked like she was going to do a little jump shot, but she turned the ball over. She may have been trying to give it to Cardoza. Oh, beautiful hook shot by number 54. Of Indiana. I do not have a roster. Oh, that was Mackenzie Holmes. She got 4 points, 1 of 6. Mackenzie Holmes. Mackenzie. That's, I told you, the battle of the bigs. She averaging 20 points. 20 points a game. She had 29 in her last game. This is her last collegiate game. All right, I can't. I will say this: the game is sold out. Hold on. Okay, they're talking about the moment that Cardoza hit the 3 at the last second of that game. She had never shot a 3 in the game, and she did. They didn't have nobody else open, so Don told her to shoot the blankety blank. She shot it, made it. They won the tournament. All right, that was the SEC tournament championship. Okay, back to the game. 37 seconds left in this first half. Indiana with a long 3, shot clock violation. I don't know who Dawn said. Dawn Staley got Kenneth Smith knees. Oh my gosh. Listen, she was doing a line dance with the players before practice. And listen, y'all, I apologize. I know I'm supposed to be going live on Instagram, but we still having some type of issue there. I'm trying to understand what I need to do there. But anyway, we live on Facebook, Natalie Baker Sports Chat with Nat, and YouTube all at the same time. I love StreamYard. Malaysia up and no good. Back. Oh, Cardozo with the offensive rebound back up. 6 seconds, 49-32. Indiana down. Cardozo blocked the shot but knocked it out of bounds. Listen, as soon as the halftime come, I'm going to give you these rankings of the players. I got the top 10. I didn't do all 25. I got the top 10. And then I'm going to give you some other info, some other highlights on the way to the Elite 8. Well, it was supposed to be the Sweet 16, but I couldn't do it the other day. Okay. South Carolina ended the second quarter on a 15-4 run. And the score at half is, hold on. Yeah, they were hitting threes. They call themselves Indiana going to shut down the inside. I told you it was the battle of the bigs. So they call themselves going to shut down the inside. That didn't work. They started hitting threes. I do know that South Carolina leads in block shots in the Division I. All right, so the halftime score, I was looking at something else. I'm trying to see it. But they got so many players on South Carolina, 49-32. 49-32. Now, let me give you these rankings. Number 1, of course, is Caitlin Clark. She's currently sitting at 1,113 points for the season, which is the most ever Division I. She's averaging 31 points per game, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and 1 steal. Well, almost 2 steals, 1.8 steals. Now, Ice Cube has offered her $5 million. The USA team has offered her a spot on the team, but that conflicts with the Final Four. Ice Cube has checked the WNBA schedule. Somebody that doesn't know what they're talking about said that the schedules, but the WNBA and the Big Three conflict. Ice Cube has verified that there was only one conflict with the WNBA and the Big Three. And because he is the CEO, majority owner of the Big Three, he can change that game so that it will not conflict. All right, Cardozo is leading with 13 points. Now, ranked number 2, Paige Beakers of UConn. Now, Dawn Staley said Paige is elite. She says she's elite. She's the best player. They said she's two-way. She's averaging 30 points a game, 57% field goals, 10 rebounds. Gino Ariano says she's the best player. No question. She's the best. Now, in the tournament, she's averaging 30 points per game, but regular season, it was 21 points per game. All right, now, and 41.8% from 3. Now, number 3 is Juju Watkins from USC. She's shooting, let's see, she has 26.9 points per game, 7.3 rebounds, 2.4 steals. All right, now Hannah Hidalgo from Notre Dame. She's number 4. She's a freshman, 22.9 points a game, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals. Listen, she is awesome. She's a freshman. Madison Booker from Texas. She is 16.8 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 assists. No, 4 rebounds. I'm sorry. Cameron Brink of Stanford, 17.5 points, 11 rebounds, 51% from the free field goal. 7, Aaliyah Edwards of UConn. Now, UConn got 2 in the top 10. 17 points per game, 9 rebounds, 59% field goals. Number 8 is Angel Reese of LSU, 6'3", 18.7 points per game, 13 rebounds, 1.8 steals. Now, I'm going to say this. I think Angel Reese could be a lot better. She plays lazy, in my personal opinion. I know you 6'3", and yes, you are over most of the players, but she plays lazy. Shaq is big, but Shaq didn't play lazy. She doesn't seem to jump. She leads in rebounds, 13.2, but she doesn't seem to play within the energy to me. Kiki Era friend of Stanford is number 9, 54.6% field goal percentage. She's a junior, 19 points per game, 11 rebounds. Now and she's been compared to Asia Wilson, and she had a 51.16 rebound game against Iowa State. She's only the 3rd player in NCAA history to score 40 points and 15 rebounds. Okay. That's it for the number 10 is Malaysia Fulwiley of South Carolina. Now she's the leading scorer for South Carolina coming off the bench. She's only averaging 12 points per game regular season, but in the tournament she's leading. 2.2 assists, 1.7 steals. She was the SEC MVP. She's awesome. Whether she is passing behind her back, shooting from threes from the corner, it don't matter. She's doing it all. Okay. All right, let me see. Iowa, 92 points a game. That's with Caitlin. Now, I will say this. Caitlin, she got people around her, but she accounts for most of the points. I'm just saying. And if you really shut her down, you almost got a chance of shutting the team down. Okay, that's all on that page. Okay. Now, let me say this. Hannah, I tell you, Hannah is number 4 in the NCAA rankings. But she is ACC Freshman of the Year candidate, 780 points, ranked 3rd. The most single season Notre Dame history, 157 steals. And yeah, so that's that. Okay. Now Reagan Beers of Oregon. She leads the Division I with 66% field goal percentage completion. Last year she was 6th Person of the Year and Freshman of the Year. She's playing with a mask on. She has a broken nose, but she's still killing it. Okay. Now, that's it. Now, let me tell you something about these men. I want to tell you about the men. Now, Marquette, number 2. And Shaka Smart is the coach. Shaka, if you recall, came from VCU, then went to Texas Longhorns. He went to Texas Longhorns. And wait a minute, he went to the Texas Longhorns. Well, he's got a 71% winning percentage now at Marquette, and they are ranked number 2. and they are going to be playing. Wait a minute. I had so many notes for y'all. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And I've just mixed up a couple of things, but that's okay. I'll pull the schedule up somewhere else. I got the women's. So anyway, but Shaka said he's grateful. His word is gratitude. Gratitude. He doesn't want the season to end. He wants to keep playing. All right, now let me tell you what else. Grand Canyon. I was going to tell you something about Grand Canyon. It was a very physical game versus Alabama. But Grand Canyon, final score was 61-72. Alabama won. Clemson, number 6, beat number 3 Baylor, 72-64. All right, let me see what else I got to tell you. UConn returning champs, the first time since 2006 and 7 that has happened. Now, UConn, I just said that. Jay Williams seems to think that Illinois can give UConn a run for their money. I don't know. I will say this. Illinois defeated Iowa 76-69 for the first time in a 19-year history. They are going to the Elite Eight. Now, Terrence Shannon, 23 points a game through the first and second round. He got 52 points. Now, let me say this. In December, he got charged with rape. Now, he grabbed the girl, put his hands up her clothes, started fumbling with her. That was in December. Suspended indefinitely. And then by the end of January, he was back on the team. And he had a steal in the game the other day to help seal the victory. I'm just saying. Come on now. I don't know. I'm just saying. He was at some kind of party. Something was going on. I'm just saying. I'm going to do some more investigating on that. All right, now these are the men's games I was going to tell you. Yeah, so Clemson won over Arizona. I just told you that. UConn beat San Diego by 30 points. And Alabama upset North Carolina. And Illinois beat Iowa State. Now, that happened last night. I was supposed to come on and tell y'all all that yesterday, but I couldn't get it together. The video just didn't look good. I couldn't put that out. All right, so now tonight, Marquette, I just told you, number 2 with Shaka Smart, plays number 11 North Carolina State at 7:09 on CBS. Number 1 Purdue plays number 5 Gonzaga, 7:39 TBS. Now, I just told you Gonzaga and the NCAA was who arranged that hotel for the Utah women's team in northern Idaho, where they had some very, very hurtful hate crimes committed against them. Okay, I'm just keeping you informed. And number 1, Houston plays number 4, Duke at 9:39 tonight. And number 2, Tennessee plays number 3, Creighton at 10 o'clock. Now, also tonight, this evening, now Indiana's playing South Carolina right now. North Carolina State plays Stanford at 7:30, which is a direct conflict with Purdue and Gonzaga and Marquette and North Carolina State. But hey, you got to pick your poison. Then Colorado. I'm sorry. And then Gonzaga will play Texas tonight at 10. All of the women's games on ESPN today. Now, tomorrow, returning champs LSU will play UCLA on ABC at 1 o'clock. Number 5, Colorado. And if I'm not mistaken, Colorado got Deion Sanders' daughter on that team. Plays Iowa with Caitlin at 3:30. I will be going live during that game. Baylor, number 5, will play number 1 USC at 5:30. That's with Juju Watkins. And then number 7, Duke will play number 3, UConn at 8. Now, Kira Lawson, if I'm not mistaken, I believe she went to, let me see if she went to UConn or Duke. But they are playing UConn at 8 p.m. tomorrow. Let me see, Kira Lawson. They're giving me a reminder to go live. I'm already live. I'm not going to be before you long, as a preacher would say. I'm going to get on out of here because all I really wanted to do was give you the highlights. I wanted to give you the highlights and let y'all know who's doing what on these games right now. She went to, I'm trying to see where she went to college. If she didn't go to, let me see. Her college career, she went to Tennessee with Pat Summitt. Okay. All right. And she was the 5th overall pick. All right. I just wanted to make sure. So anyway, she played for Sacramento Monarchs with Ruthie Bolton, the Connecticut Sun, and the Washington Mystics. She was an assistant coach with the Boston Celtics. I didn't realize that. Kira Lawson. All right. So welcome. I've been on live for about 26 minutes. I'm getting ready to head off. Say hello. You might have to go back and catch the beginning. I gave the rankings. Welcome. South Carolina's outscoring Indiana 24-10 in the paint. And the second half is getting ready to start. The score is 49-32. I'm going to log off and enjoy this game. And I will come back with highlights on tomorrow when I go live doing the Iowa and Colorado game. I thank you so much for watching. This is Sports Chat with Nat. Highlights to the Sweet 16. Thank you guys so much for the support. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great Good Friday. And please have a happy resurrection weekend if I don't see you anymore and you don't watch me anymore to after Easter Resurrection Day. All right, I'm going to get out of here. South Carolina, 5 players with at least 5 points. South Carolina, 5 of 8 from 3. Indiana, 6 of 17. Mackenzie Holmes, she averaging 20 points per game. Tonight, she got 4 so far. Listen, South Carolina defense is tough. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this game. I will come back if it get too juicy at the end and I need to go live. But thank you so much for watching. Peace.